Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome and welcome back to the Rec Room. Yeah, we've had another one of those weeks where there is a significant gap in between, but hopefully we are reaching the return to normalcy, hopefully at least for the next week and a half or so. That's mostly a lot due to event schedules and things like that going on. But we did have a holiday weekend there in between. Hope everything's been going well for you out there. We are back for a Metal Monday. Means some Metal Slug tactics in action tonight. Yeah, got plenty to catch up on, especially after the show. So let's get things rolling. If you are new to the Rec Room, this is your virtual hangout for creative project updates, pop culture commentary, and deep dives into franchises that inspire any of the above. Again, first things first on the rundown. So thank you for our new follow over on Twitch. I think that was a few days ago, so sometime in between our last stream. So thank you and welcome to the Hyperstream family and the craziness that is going on here. Also, thanks to the multiple peeps who helped with show support last week. That includes HL Poco, EO, and Shepherding Shepherds. So thanks for hanging out and hanging with us for a bit. Now, for the record, I don't know what's going on with Pilled here. I've had this, I think, happen on a couple occasions now. So, Pilled peeps, if you happen to see this, if you feel like I'm ignoring you, it's not intentional. It's just that I have all of the chat boxes open, and sometimes though I'll click around like later in the stream, and then suddenly magically I get a bunch of streams show up. So I don't know if there's a real time disconnect there if the browser window is not in focus. So that might be a technical issue. May have to look into. But anyway, we are on multiple platforms. We're on Odysee and Pilled and Twitch and YouTube. So glad to have everybody from across the platforms. I do have the chat windows open, so I do my best to keep up with everything. Again, barring technical difficulties. So feel free to chat if you're so inclined or lurk, your preference. But yeah, and I would normally have a little bit more to go into on what I've been doing creatively, but Friday was kind of a prep day for the show. And today is more like a recovery day or taking a day off because I don't do 7 days a week. That's just insanity. So today was a little bit more, real life stuff. And actually, this is the kind of stuff that nobody really cares about. But man, did it feel good to actually get rid of the pile of boxes that was burgeoning in my living room over the last few months because that was all leftovers from book orders, print orders, shirt orders. And it's like that thing needed to get tackled. So that is gone. Also, removing a rather large surplus of dirty dishes in the sink was also a necessity today. So yeah, not a whole lot on the creative side, but man, I did need to do some catch up after having the crazy schedule last few weeks. So yeah, we had our first anime con Saturday, and that was Ozokucon at Oakland Mall. Now they're working on setting things up for their major event, which is going to be in August at Port Huron. So I didn't know how much marketing went into this. I got to talk to the organizer for a bit, and it sounds like they sold out for like vendor spots within probably a short period of time, and they got this massive wait list now. And they've got people coming in from California. I guess they're going to be one of the larger anime cons in Michigan in terms of number of voice actors. So that, I mean, if it's of interest, check it out. Because the wait list, unfortunately, I won't be able to get in there. But at the same time, it has been kind of cool to network and try to figure out what's other things going on in the anime community. So it was interesting that had several, I guess, vendor halls. They were in areas that were not occupied in the mall. So they had three of them. There was two of them back to back, and those had about 10 to 15 vendors apiece. And it's kind of cool that we got in one where there wasn't nearly as many people. So there's actually only a couple other vendors and myself there. And as you can see, it looks kind of like run down. I think the building we were in was a former custom graphics shop or something. So yeah, you look at the ratty stuff, you think like I must have parked out under a bridge or something. But it was actually pretty cool. And I got to talk to some other vendors who were milling around for a bit. And now I haven't really picked up much of the art and craft shows because just one, collecting's not really in the budget right now. Plus, on the art side, there isn't really much I was looking for. But now that I'm getting close to anime and comic cons, probably a little bit greater temptation, but I did pretty well. I only got a small print of Psylocke there. That came from Blue Crystal Designs or Graphics. I'm not sure if they had another word on their card there. Also, one of the cool things, talking to another vendor, he had a puppet blue raptor from the Jurassic World movies, and I was talking to him for a bit, and I noticed he had a pin that said "Say no to AI art." So I told him I respected that because that's kind of one of the values that we have going on here. And he gave me a pin for free. He said he was handing those out. So it's actually kind of cool that he also had very similar tastes for a digital character artwork and also had some light novels of his own. So I believe his website is D. Gustav Heath. So if you want to check any of his stuff out. So again, it's neat to run into other people. And there was at least, I think, 4 authors there. For only being somewhere between 20 to 30 vendors, to have 4 authors, that's pretty good representation. So I also managed to find some other connections for things later too. On top of that, so this is the sample of the other vendors that were in the same region with us. So it was crazy that 2 out of the 4 were extensive in the figures and the Funko Pops. And for me, it's like, I didn't know Funko Pops were still that big of a deal, but man, they were busy most of the day. The other gal was there for her first show for Moonlight Garden. So it was pretty neat. Definitely got some cool peeps to be around for the show. But man, one thing with these stores being out of commission, there was no AC, and I think it reached about somewhere between 60, 70 degrees outside. So inside it was comparable with having a lot of bodies in an area with low ceiling and no AC. It was kind of, that was probably the only drawback to the day for as far as the event goes. But the organizers did a good job and said might be opportunity for more of those to happen. So as far as us directly, so the cool thing was, sold our first print, first shirt. So appreciate everybody stopped by and handed out a lot of Aladdin 3477 flyers and business cards. So who knows, maybe some of those people will trickle in, hang out with us at some point in the rec room. So I'm glad to meet everybody that stopped by. So that was cool, but I always try to make the most out of everything I can for life experience to pass it on. And I got to be real. After doing numerous shows now, I'm just going to say there is the rough reality of the rain cloud that, man, overcoming these registration costs is difficult if you're going to be independent. So out of 5 shows, I've not yet once broken even in terms of the cost. So obviously that's creating a little bit of reservation about where things are going to go over the summer. Because I'm kind of waiting for God to open up the green light for what's going to happen next, because it costs money to have these registration things in advance. And I guess now that I've finally got to a pop culture event, my initial takeaway is that people are definitely far more focused on things they know rather than taking the risk on somebody's independent. So that just is part of the reality. It just means things are, a little bit more of a slow walk and going to take more time. Unless somebody's got a lot of money to throw into marketing or something like that, I'm not sure what else there is left to potentially do other than just continuously and repeatedly be in front of people. Because even with social media and trying to fight the algorithm, you've still got a lot of work to do to compete with everything else. And that's not something I have a lot of time for, because there's a lot of work that needs to go into drafting the next, book. So there's a lot of lessons to be learned, but there's also a clock to work against as far as knowing when to get registrations out, which one's the best pick because of the cost to traffic ratio and things like that. So there's going to be some things definitely mulled over the next month or so. We still do have 2 events in May. We'll be at the Free Comic Book Day, a Comics Corner in Fraser, and I'll get more info on that soon, along with the one that I've shown before for the comic and toy show, which will be in St. Clair Shores. But overall, great experience once again. Appreciate everybody stopping by, and of course that's just offset by the unfortunately the lack of optimism and momentum. But anyway, let's talk pop culture for a second, since it's been a couple days. So I saw a couple interesting things. So there's seemingly a lot of cyberpunk, a lot of 2D side-scroller games which are falling into the Metroidvania and genre. Also, I hadn't really realized how many side-scrollers there are that are very much inspired by Ninja Gaiden and the NES variety. And it's hard for me to figure out what I would actually pick or play, because again, it's not necessarily a genre I gravitate toward. But one I saw today called Quantic River, I actually had a little bit more of an interesting, had a slightly modern graphic element to it, and it had a little bit more of a cinematic action style to it. So it got my attention. Of course, the downside is I think it's only listed for PC right now. So usually, unfortunately, I start to check out when I see PC only if something's not really ready to take the jump into the console space. Also, I know it's also very common with the cyberpunk stuff to have a lot of strong language. Now, they didn't have any voiceover content, but I could tell they're still dropping some language even within the word bubbles and stuff. So again, that's probably another ding of motivation to check it out. But again, I'll have to wait and see if they end up doing anything with that beyond PC. So we did finally get some extra info today on Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. So today was the rumored day to get an announcement and stealth drop. Well, I think there has been a formal announcement that there will be a live stream tomorrow. So potentially there could be a shadow drop of Elder Scrolls Oblivion 4 tomorrow. Maybe, if they're going to maybe do a stream and then a shadow drop. If not, maybe it's just information. Hard to say. But that's all we have for official stuff. Also, now this might warrant a little bit more conversation if one of our regulars, Warpigs, shows up at some point. But I did see there was an announcement for Super Robot Wars Y, I think for current generation console stuff. And I haven't found enough to get into that one just yet because, again, I am so limited on, mecha franchises that I'm into for anime. But Code Geass still has some representation in there. And, man, they had like a 15-minute long video. And I had to scour that thing to see if there was anything of interest. And sure enough, there might be one of the mechs and characters that I want in there, but I think it may be DLC only and for like the deluxe edition or something. So I'll have to keep an eye on that, but that's been pretty much it as of, interesting developments in the gaming space. So let me see. I think that covers everything. So we are on episode 25 for Metal Slug Tactics, which are called Bloated Management, because I think we're ready to take on both a boss and a sub-boss, not necessarily in that order, but they've been throwing all the sub-bosses at us now, either because we've been on a normal difficulty or just because we finally unlocked them all. We did manage to get one of Nadia's challenges last time, so now, since we don't have her and Trevor in the team, we can focus on just getting her last one, maybe if we can, before we finish this rotation. And then that just leaves Trevor. So I'm optimistic now that I got one done because we went almost a couple rounds there without making any progress there. So I would like to definitely see that happen. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can think of. Not really, but I think we're going to be fighting a boss, the sub-boss. And then we'll probably be fighting Big She. Now, we actually had to fight a little harder against Big She last time because we did so later in the game, but now we're also on normal. So that means tougher enemies on top of fighting the boss.
Metal Slug Tactics.
So yeah, enemy response in one mission. So we're going to fight him and then go right into the boss. So threw us over here. So yeah, I've also been struggling here to keep our reinforcements in check. So we've got to fight him. I'm trying to remember which ones we did here. I think we did something for the sake of ammo and maybe one of the upgrades. So here we go. Let's take him on and then roll into the boss. This man will crack under pressure. Be aggressive. Yeah. He's the easier of the three so far. Oh, they are throwing some stuff at us. Yoinks. Rolled out like cattle. Where are we starting? So, also interesting, let's see who's got enough health here. He probably does, but I don't know how the mines would work on him. The other opportunity would be trying to get this to roll through and get it to hit 3 mines. I don't have Gunbot yet, though. Even though I can chain all kinds of stuff together with the black hole, or the wormhole. Okay, is this our only spawn? No, thankfully we got another spawn zone over here, so we may want to go over here and just try to start wailing on him before everybody starts closing in on us. Oh, they're even going to let us start over here? That looks a little dangerous. I'm going to go with probably not. Let's make all the big stuff chase us. And he's got his weird thing going on here. So we're going to want to try to hit him at range. Now, we can't hit him from elevation unless we got grenades, which I don't think anybody does, unless we use the physical ammo. I guess we'll start with Marco. Thing is, we would need to get in and get out. I don't think anybody's got really good options to hit and run here. Maybe we'll just work on chewing up some of these guys, and maybe the Iron Lizard can get in there or something. Alright, yeah, I guess we'll just focus on a very basic strategy for the time being. Perhaps take the high ground. How far can he throw? Okay, he can't throw all the way to the other building. That's good. Okay, let's do this.
Mission start.
Okay, so that's where he's going to hit. Oh, he's also going to hit behind him. Okay, well, that might actually work better in our favor. Oh, except I can't get close enough. He only does 3 damage with this. You know what? How much damage is he going to do when he does that? We could actually maybe move him down onto that area so he gets hit by it. So I'm thinking perhaps... So this guy looks like, because he's got the artillery symbol, I think he's going to morph into the older one or something. Alright, so let's go Marco here first. He's not going to get as much adrenaline, though. Whoa, this is new. Bazooka Soldier 2. I don't remember seeing those guys before. Chairman, good evening. How things been going? Alright, so yeah, the idea here is get her up there with some adrenaline and defense. And then we move Nadia first. She can help out somewhere over here. Let's just put her up here and get the adrenaline. And then... Oh, she gets infinite now. Is this going to work in any advantageous way? Not really. Take out his cover. Except, does this consume... Oh, you know what? That consumes the mine, though, doesn't it? Yes, let's not do that. Okay. Let's move this schmo. She's not going to get an extra action, so... Oh, she's got an extra move, though. Is there any way... I don't think she can really help out here, but might as well try. 6 damage. It's not going to be enough. How much damage does he do? 4. Yikes. Alright, we'll just do that for starters. Clearly not super effective. And then Nadia. I don't want to deploy the thing yet. Yeah, let's just put this over here. Have a mine. Go take out the cover. Yeah, whatever. Oh, and she's got another action. Okay. And I still get infinite by doing it that way? Interesting. Huh. Ooh, I can get more adrenaline? No, it doesn't look like it. Still saying I got infinite on this. Doesn't seem like I should, though. Okay. I'm not going to have her do anything else. Gotta make them come to me. Yep, he died. He just pulled a sword out of his mouth. Why do you get an extra one? Huh. Next turn transformation, so they got 2 turns before they do all that. Okay. Our next turn reinforcements. Yikes. Can we move him onto his own tornado path? I need her to get some serious adrenaline so I can just get all the mines set up for this guy. So I'm gonna move her over here. You know, all that extra free adrenaline. Alright, if I move Theo too close... That's not quite good enough. Let's see if she can move him. She can't. We gotta start hitting him, though. Marco can't get close enough either. He needs more adrenaline for the airstrike. Do I just play keep away? If I move her over to here, she can probably move. Oh, you don't. Ooh, what's this do? Hey, don't worry, Sherman. Don't worry, it's. I'm not keeping tabs. You don't have to report in if you don't feel like it. Alright, so let's have her move him to here. Oh, and he gets health back. That's helpful. Now, Marco can take a shot with this, perhaps. Oh, has he got cover? Oh, boo. And there's no, he hasn't been getting any sinks yet, so he's... That's a complete waste. That's going to do no damage. Dang it. I'll do this. I mean, I can't hit in that direction. This is not a good starting setup here. I guess I might as well just waste this and get rid of his cover. Yikes. Alright, Iron Lizard. Do your job. Oh, he's not dead. I was not counting on that. I should have taken him out. Okay. This is not starting out well. They all turned old. Yep, now he runs like a chicken. Hope that's the only reinforcement. That made it look like he jumped on the tank. That was weird. So I've done 0 damage to a boss in 3 turns. Or at least 2. I don't think... So they can't get up there, per se. She can. She can help out. I'd be shocked if that tank could go up on top of vehicles there. Let's get the adrenaline for her. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. The Iron Lizard went down because he didn't kill the other one. Whoops. Alright, so this guy got revenge hit. He does have revenge hit. This. Can she move Marco one more time here? Stink. I've got the high ground. Alright, he's done. I guess it's a matter of who soaks up the hit. Yeah, so much for Marco benefiting. Okay, so at least by getting a sync, Marco should have his stuff marked down. Nadia's got another mine to work with, because she doesn't have the ability to just drop a mine. She's got to get the synchronized, at least with what my limited ability loadout is here. Oh, he... How did that work? I thought I initiated the attack with him and he got his turn completely reset? I'm a little confused. Let's say if I put... I'm going to have to use a reinforcement if I'm not careful here. Theo can still move, but probably not far enough. Ooh, here we go. He's not completely dead, but thins out the numbers a bit. Okay, I'm gonna stay here. Damage plus. He's getting extra damage. These guys are a little confused here. Not good. Alright, so the tank didn't move. And I've still not damaged the sub-boss. Alright. He can actually get in here and get a couple mines, potentially. But she's not going to... She can warp it, but she won't get the bonus action, I don't think. So even if I take the shot here, I'm still going to need help from Marco on this one, unless Theo can do anything to get over there. Oh, Theo can. Okay, here we go. Oh, but she might get hit from that, though. Yeah, Theo's... Wait, no, Theo's not getting hit, is she? Oh, she's fine. Oh, she's still alive, though. Okay. Well, let's get Marco active so he can at least contribute to that. Oh, is he going to take another revenge hit? That was probably a bad idea. Actually, let's have... Oh, Grenadier down there is still a problem, isn't he? Oh, he can throw all the way over here. Dang it. Having troubles here. Okay, maybe there's no revenge here. Okay, good. It's far enough away. That worked out. Okay, if I can move anybody, let's keep them away from Mr. Grenadier here. Okay, Grenadier can't do that. Let's have her move herself out of the way to avoid the grenade hit. Even though technically... Actually, Nadia's got less health. Let's, you know what? Let me move Nadia instead. Actually heal her in the process. Ah! Hold on. He can't hit the corners. Alright, well, let's move her over here. Alright, so Marco... Why is... Okay. Oh, yeah, he's still got a turn, I guess. You don't necessarily want to go chasing all these guys. What can I have him do? Not a whole lot. I guess go run for some adrenaline. How far can this guy go? He can make it all the way over there. I don't want that then. Let's put Marco up here. At least get 2 adrenaline. I feel like something's bugged out here. I don't know why. Alright, come and get me. Now where's he going? Oh, 2 guys. Goody. Still went for Fio. Ah! He ran by it. There goes one of my mines. It's interesting to see if this thing has not moved. Alright, I can put him all over here. Can I advance up the field here? I need her to synchronize so that I can get another mine. I'm gonna start putting these things all over this guy. How much health does it have? Because it's probably still about, yeah, 12. The best chance I have. Alright, so I'm going to have Marco initiate. He's dead. Oh, don't do that. Don't do friendly fire. And hers didn't activate. Ah, dang it. Okay. Still gotta save some for flashback there. Let's move Marco further out of harm's way, hopefully. Theo can move. Definitely taking the slow road on this one. Don't you be tripping those mines over there. He might make a break all he wants. I'll drop an airstrike on him. Let's see who's selected. I don't think there's a way for me to get another mine on this turn. I mean, she can move all the way down here, possibly help out with this guy if I have Theo also do something. It's going to be Marco down here. I could hit both of them. He's going to take a chance on those guys. Wow, Marco can go pretty far now. I don't want to stand next to the barrel, though. If I go here, that's probably in harm's way. He gets 4 shield, though. How much does he do? 4. The airstrike should be able to take both of them out. Extra action if he uses a 0, but that +1's not going to do anything for this. Let's just call this in. Oh, he's not going to be dead. Nadia first. Let's do this. Okay, he's done. Okay, she gets a mine. Still has an action. Put that mine there. And ooh, she can go again. Okay. Anything she can do to help somebody out here? Her pistol's only got 3 range. I don't want to put her where she's gonna get hit though. Well, you know what? Here we go. Ah. Neither direction's gonna hit him. Oh, but she's still got the action though. Huh. Who's more of a threat? This guy, he does 5. He does 5. Let's say she can go drop the wizard. And there's no way to catch them both, but that's not necessarily the big factor here. Go lizard. Take your cover too. Ooh, here's an idea. Now I can't quite move in the middle of that. Now you no longer have cover. And he can still move. and still detonate. And do an extra 5. There we go. A little more efficient. Okay. Now I just gotta worry about Marco getting sliced over there and whatever else comes along. The tank might finally move. Oh, you stopped on the mine. What? Are you kidding me? How did he stop on a mine and then not have it detonate? That's junk. What in the world? I mean, even if I can understand why the tank might be immune, the ghillie suit guy shouldn't be. Alright, if he can get 5 airstriking these clowns. Nope, I need more than that. If that's going to do 12 damage, fragile, plus 2 damage dealt by the attackers. And what kind of... Okay, so that does not have to be line of sight. I could bring her... Well, perhaps I should do this. I gotta finish this thing if I'm gonna do this, though. That'll do 6 damage. Can Nadia get up here and have the Iron Lizard come in and do... She's got enough. Let's go here and drop the lizard down there, hopefully. Lizard should do at least 5. Get Fio to sink. Alright, hopefully this will be enough. How close does he have to be? Alright, Fio. This better work. Oh, is it not going to work on the vehicle? Great. Oh, you don't... Oh, no, hold on. Plus 1 hit. That's an extra 2. Alright, so if he can hit this... That's almost enough here. Now, either, actually, this should survive this time. Alright, Iron Lizard, do your job. Ooh, you know what? Fio's still got an action, hold on. If I can move this guy... There we go. Now Iron Lizard can be way more effective. Kaboom! Alright, so now there's 2 mines out there, but still, I don't know what to do about this. The fact this is the only other thing with 9 health points, and it just strolled right over the mine like there was no issue. Okay, so he's going to probably go for that. This guy might come from Marco still, but we'll make do. Actually, you know what? Fio's got more health. Why don't she maybe block? Yeah, let's have her take the hit. And yet, we still have not even gotten to halfway on health, but we've thinned out a lot of problematic things, though. That's good. It's quite the drag for a sub-boss. Well, that works. Good job, Iron Lizard. Alright, can I hit him with anything powerful before he runs off? Drop an airstrike on him. So she should be able to hit. Do I bring the mines in, though? If I... Well, actually, I guess let's just test the wormhole ability here. Oh, she won't get bonus actions, though. That's too far. That's interesting. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Iron Liz is going to help out this time. He can't make it. Okay. Is this going to be enough? Should be. And then maybe we can have Fio lift him out of there. Oh, you know what? Oh my goodness. You know what? I can't get her to sync up anyway that I can see. You know, she might be able to do it from here, though. I don't want to hit that one. Alright, let's have the lizard go first. Actually, you know what? Leave her out of this. Ooh, now we got some mines going on. Oh man, you know what? Yeah, if I had... Oh, there we go. I don't know which way he's gonna run, but I would gladly try to get the proper number of mines on him. If I can maybe have... Okay, here's the thought. He's got the mine now, so she should get these, like, nigh infinite. Can I not reach these? That's bizarre. See, there's something wrong with these mines. Is it because Iron Lizard dropped that one? Oh, or that one maybe would have detonated? Man... No, I mean, there was no point in moving it. Ah, good grief. That messes everything up. Well, might as well heal Marco and get him out of there. No rate, the Grenadier can do something, though. Oh, can Theo... Oh, nope, she used hers. Okay. She can do another Iron Lizard. So she can't even warp the one that's underneath her. Oh, I guess she can. It's still not going to be enough. Might as well save it. Might as well do this, though. That'll consume it. Yeah, there's another 8. We'll take that. Now we're chipping them down. Theo can move, but to what? Nah. Who knows? I don't know what's supposed to be different about that mine. You missed. He's gonna run. Is that gonna activate or not? Okay, didn't activate. Huh. Okay, now we've got him down enough that I can probably put a hurting on him, and I'm running out of things I can do with these mines, considering there's glitches or other things going on. That barrel's not going to hit him. And she can't move him into position either. Ooh, he's got 6. You know what? She could probably sync up. How far can Marco get? You know what? Theo could throw a grenade over. That's probably not going to work. Alright, let's put her in place first. Alright, yeah, she can at least get him for 4. That'll help. Maybe Marco can get through after. Alright, so Iron Lizard, you're up next. Okay, Lizard, detonate. Synchronize will take the other guy out. Curious though, is there another? I was gonna say Theo could use her flashback, and I could warp all as many mines as I can get over there, but that's kind of weird. Let's see. After you, so would this work? Try it. We haven't used it yet. Oh, she didn't even get the action. What a waste. So basically you have to put it in there before the You know what? Let's, now that we've learned that, we haven't used this yet. Okay, so we have to do that ahead of time, but Theo will not be able to go. Alright. Alright, so now we know how that works. Let's try it this way. So now, if Nadia goes this, she can't do the same one again? Is that what's going on here? Or you just can't have one of those? Okay, so it does show that she can do another action. Okay. Gotta call it before they use the first one. Alright. Now, let's see if this works. Alright, so those other mines disappeared over here. Oh, yeah, there's something buggy with those too. Okay. Alright, so now I should be able to get an extra action because I was standing on one. And I can now move this one. Man, I just need one more mine. Oh man. Well, she can still move. Man, Marco's not going to be able to get up there, is he? There's no way for Marco to get a shot from there. Not unless he's got the airstrike, which does not seem likely. Theo would have to be able to move him. Can he do this? No. Nothing for him to give to anybody else. I mean, he could put this so Nadia gets an extra hit. We'll try it. Alright, Nadia, steal the show here. Oh, she can't make it far enough. He's not dead, but whatever. Maybe the mines will get him. She gonna hit? I don't know. Uh-oh. Mines aren't doing anything to him either. Good grief. Something's wrong with these. Mines have glitched out. Alright, so she can kill him with... He's saying infinite again. She's not standing on a mine, though. Unless it's because she's in range. Alright, he's dead. Yeah, you wave that flag, pal.
Victory!
Huh. Not sure how I feel about that. We got him. Alright, 5, 2, and 1. 0, 5, and 0, and 12. That's a lot for her. 12, 4, and 0. Ooh, flashback 2. Gains adrenaline now. So increased range. So I think the nudge might be a little bit more helpful with trying to position stuff versus just gaining adrenaline. So we already have flashback. If the cost doesn't come down, it's only increasing the range. Salvo's not going to do anything for at least trying to get the challenge. Let's go nudge.
You're great.
Okay. Yuck. I mean, like Ares, at least it's going up by a couple points. Getting an extra damage for one action is okay, but other than Theo using the flashback on. I'm not sure. You'd have to remove a status. I don't have statuses on him all that much. This will work against bosses. Plus extra 2 points versus 1 point. Maybe 2 if you get 2 actions. But yeah, 2 on the first target. Yeah, so I think this will increase the damage output through that one. Eagle, 5 points of damage. So versus her other one, it doesn't have any other modifier, just does a flat out amount of damage. Ooh, okay. Unit's next synchronization will use the special, which is her grenade launcher. No effect if the weapon is out of ammo. Okay, well, she gains a bonus action. Ooh, acupuncture. Here we go. Might want this one, considering this cancels damage. Might need this. Alright. No gun bot. Oh, here we go. After their next move, the unit deploys an electric mine on their starting tile. So that would help for the lizard getting an extra mine. Extra adrenaline, she was okay there. And I don't need to worry about this one quite so much to deal the damage now that I've got the other one out of the way. This doesn't apply to the mine one. Alright, let's go with Aftershock. Any extra mines we can get on the map, the better. We have completed the circuit. Wait, I surrender. Real estate. Not in this dirt pile.
Enemy sighted.
There we go. Big tank ship in the desert. Hit it where it hurts. Yes, stab the hole with a knife like we usually do. I don't know which is my least favorite. I mean, I don't like how we get targeted from most of the bosses. Dragon Asuka used to be easy, but they upped the damage, I think. This one's annoying because not only do you get targeted, but then you're also dodging platforms. And Nero's is problematic because it's like switching it up every 3 turns. Alright, so I gotta play this a little differently this time, knowing that... Oh, they blocked off that enemy. Knowing that I'm more likely to get targeted off the start now. Gotta run for cover. Potentially anticipate moving everybody for cover. So whoever's maybe here might need to go all the way over to here and then hopefully get a safe spot. Maybe Nadia can go here, get the lizard out. The other two can head toward the other covers. Yeah, so let's go Marco, Theo, and Nadia. Yeah, she can make it all the way over there. Again, you know, I guess if she's targeted. And so now we gotta deal with more health because we're fighting this one later. Of course, targeted. Who called that? Alright, so yes, covered. Got it. Don't nag me, Margaret. So this player should be, what, 3 and 5? 5 in total? Okay, so it's a 9. Oh, they increased the block size, I think? Or am I just confusing with the other targeting where it's a single tile or a 4? I don't remember it being 9, but either way, yikes. So it's going to do 4 damage. Okay, 4 damage is, again, more passable than the Dragon Asuka. Good grief. Alright, we'll hold off on that. Let's see what else we can do here. If I put Marco in here, he can help out with a couple things. I'd rather have him help out on the ship, though. much does he got? He's got 6. Yeah, he's gonna need whoever. She's gonna need help there. Oh, she's not gonna. Oh, she does get a bonus action. Fantastic. That's what I want. So she can protect Marco, then take the shot. Yes. There we go. Ah, he's out of range. Okay, we're clear of that platform. No point hanging out back there. All right, protect Marco. And then take the shot. Oh, he's still not dead, though. Oh, he's going to hit her in the process, isn't he? Yeah, she's covered, though. I'll do some of the damage to that. Oh, but he's not going to be dead. That's interesting. How come he doesn't sync up? Oh, you know what? Here's what we're going to do, then. If she can't kill him, the bombardment will. Oh, he got... Oh, I put him in cover. Whoops. That was stupid, but... he's still not going to be completely dead. But he'll run up to the mine and die. Okay, he's toast. Now, this situation is a little unusual here. I could go for him. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. And then Theo somehow sinks. No, he's going to die from the bombardment. Never mind. Okay, this worked out. It was not even intentional. All right, now maybe we can get some shots on target next turn. There we go. That was reasonably effective. We cleaned out 2, damaged another. We're going to take out... Yeah, we'll take out the other 2. I have a couple turns here to do some actual damage, depending on how bad the reinforcement situation is. Pew, pew, pew. Dead. Almost dead. Now he's dead. Yeah, run over here instead of toward the ship. Oh. Yeah, she's still covered. Mr. Bazooka can't travel very far. Oh, he's got one of them wide slashes, huh? Okay. Alright, let's do as much damage as I can right now. Marco's a long way from the airstrike. That changes things, maybe. She's not going to have enough to bring out Lizard again. If I do this, she's not in cover, though. How much does he... we haven't fought him before. I mean, other than seeing him. How much... 4 damage, but man, he has a blast radius there. Marco's not going to be able to fire over the top. But he can ricochet. I think he can do it that way. Alright, we'll do not. Yeah, we should be able to do some damage there. Let's get Theo in a better spot. She's only gonna be able to do Okay, Marco doesn't have that down yet. Let's get her at least a little bit of extra cover here. So this does not work on that. She could do this, but that's only leading to 11. Marco doesn't have anything else, I don't think, to get me any other bonus. You know what? If Nadia had the adrenaline, I would definitely do something about him. Alright, let's just go with the original plan here. 12 points of damage plus sync. There we go. 18 points. We'll take that. Alright, cool. 18 on 1's pretty solid. And now we got a mine. Okay. And now she can do extra damage if I choose not to. You know what? First, though, can I... If he's got to hop over here... Do 4 damage to him, get rid of him. It's that versus do 8 points of damage to that. What's Theo gonna do here? That's 4. I can do another 12. So I can bring it down to 50. I'm gonna have to really move here after this, though, because these guys are gonna start getting in the way. Yikes. You know what? I'll let Theo do the damage. I'm gonna have her move the mine over to here. I want rid of that bazooka guy if possible. Oh, she's still got... Oh, and she can fire anyway. You know what? In that case... It's going to do 4. This will do 4. In that case, let's do it that way. Because I still got that damage. Do I have Theo move somebody into harm's way? If I move him into the blast radius... Ooh, I can move him over there. It's not in the cover, though, preferably. Ah, I can't get him all the way over there. Can't get him over there. Come back to here. You stay away. Block the other guy. Okay, and she can still move, so you know what? Let's move her into cover then. At least one step closer to getting off the platform. Because even though, yeah, this middle one plus that one is still connected, so that's going to disappear quick once I start blocking the path. Tube's not gonna have a bad day. Yeah, at least didn't do anything that time. Boo! Oh, what? Uh-oh. Is he gonna get a shot? He got a shot. That's what I didn't want to happen, but oh well. Alright, we're getting out of here before you guys become a real problem. Trot, 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 trot. Ugh, yeah. Okay, so 2 of them targeted. Let's get out of here. Yes, I know, Margaret. Marco first, and he can't make it. What if Theo goes first. Well, she's not any closer. So Marco would have to go... Who's got less health? Probably Nadia. Marco's not going to have enough here. Gonna have him go stand in the middle of them. There's not enough for flashback. Alright, so he's healed up. He's got 5. Nadia's got a bit of a problem here. She's gonna... Damn it. Oh, Theo can... You know what? Theo can still move, though. Not in any great way, but she can move, so... See, these... Oh, it is doing 9 squares. Maybe I just never noticed because they were on a corner. Okay, so how about... So many mines out there, but let's do this. How much? He's got 2. He's at 8. That's not going to get rid of him. Gets rid of Mr. Bazooka, though. And then maybe the old guys get trapped over there. Let's see if Theo can move anywhere that would actually count as... Nah. Just want her out of harm's way. Need to use the adrenaline for this, but that'll slow these guys down. See anything he could do to modify this in any way in my favor. That's just self-destruct. Alright, that'll protect anybody coming after her. Oh, good. That did drop one for him, too. Okay, cool. I mean, he's done, so he can't chase. Then the other one's probably going to be too far. Ooh, what can Marco do here? Oh, he could actually hit over here? That's crazy. That looks like the way, though. Wait, what? Weird. Why is this? It's because there's no targets, that's why. Okay, well I guess he can't do anything else then. Uh-oh, Grenadier. Wasn't paying attention. Grenadier. Boom! Yeah, block the path. Yeah, now you guys are being rude. Marco's about to call an airstrike on you clowns. More Grenadiers. Yeah, we gotta go. Oh, and you're gonna put it stuff where I gotta go to? That's jacked. Marco's got to get in there and clean it out before anybody's got a spot to rest on. Let's see if I can do this. That's enough. There, I can drop it there. Get rid of 2 of them. Theo's probably going to need to get some movement, though. He can't get cover from the side of a sandbag. So she might be able, I think if she sinks, she can then, well, we can have her move herself out of the way. Oh, Nadia can't make it. Theo's gonna have to move her somewhere else. Dang. That's insane. Alright, so he's dead. 2 points to the sandbag. Why? Oh, she's going to take the hit from being in the danger zone, but she should be able to move. But she may not be able to because she's got to move Nadia. Alright, let's go with that. I totally want to stand on the perimeter of an airstrike detonation blast zone. Oh, yeah, she can't move. Okay. Man, Nadia can't get anywhere she needs to. It's like, it'll give her green to go all the way over there, but she can't run this way? That makes no sense. Sometimes this game puzzles me. Well, I mean, this kind of works anyway. Oh, you know what? Ah, she doesn't have enough. I need 1 more point of adrenaline. I was going to say she could acupuncture herself and then do the movement, but it's not going to work. Oh, there we go. We should move into the sandbag. And good. Now she got her movement. Okay, so her movement's coming from the action then. Good. Okay. Alright, now everybody's as safe as they can be, but we got all these other clowns and we still didn't really get time to do any damage here. Oh, Nadia's got an action left. There's a mine back there. She can actually reach that. Now, if I do that, though, she's not going to have any extra action. Might as well not bother. This is not going to reach. What is going on here? Okay, so let's do this. Oh, we getting a sync from everybody? I'll take that, even if it's all basic. Yeah, there we go. I was not expecting that. Death by pea shooter. Good. I need to get some extra damage there. Bye, guys. Trying to salvage that mine wouldn't have done a whole lot. Yikes, yeah. Well, if I anticipate running next turn, the problem is going to be getting blocked. Who's targeted? Ah, the same 2. I think Marco may have to run up there and keep one path open. Well, yeah, the Grenadier's not going to move in, though. And actually, there's only one other guy. So actually, let's see how... Nadia can make it out of there. Okay, so... Let's do as much damage as I can. She's got a mine, but that's still not going to hit. Okay, she and Fio are not overlapping. Somebody's got to get the acupuncture, though. Huh. See, Fio can move to more cover. Yeah, I may have to do that and then acupuncture somebody. How much? Marco could probably get extra hit off. Oh, or do that. That's 12 versus 6. So this doesn't work with this, you know. So, oh, you know what? Oh. Fio's not going to have enough to acupuncture and flashback. If she flashbacked Marco, he probably wouldn't have enough anyway. Let's move her over here. Okay, so she shouldn't be taking damage from that. She'll at least get a couple by over here. So she'll only take 1 point of damage. If Marco does this... I think it's 10 points of damage, and Nadia won't have gone yet. Versus an extra hit on this, he's going to get 6 with an extra 2, 8. That's not quite going to cut it. If Nadia's got an action that's usable, she could flashback. Or if she were to give Marco an extra action... Yeah, actually, let's have her flashback Marco. Except he's not in range. Dang it. She's gonna wormhole the mine. Let's see how this is gonna work. Yeah, she'll get an extra 4 if I allow her to do that. And then she won't use any ammo, I don't think, either. Do I have the... Yeah, because I have the testicles. Okay. Right, here we go. There's 16. Oh, no, that won't matter. She's got one anyway. Yeah, I got an idea. Can she wormhole now? How about we wormhole this one over to these guys? She'll have an extra action. And still have the ability to... I don't have any adrenaline for the lizard, but that's okay. Let's take a shot here. So we can do 8. No cost of ammo. Ooh, took out our cover though. Probably not a good idea. Alright, now I can do the acupuncture. Alright, and then decide what to do with Fio. But I gotta take a quick break here. I'll be right back. Alright, almost back. Alright, gotta have the audio. Okay, so what's Theo gonna do for us? Not enough adrenaline, so I think, well, you know what? Can she get a grenade shot in any way that'll hit that? No, but she could prep him for his own undoing. Or this way, she's gonna miss him. Well, I guess that's better than nothing. Let's do that. Clear the path a little. Yeah, don't get up. Take another hit. Alright, there we go. That's as good as it's gonna get. So she took out her cover, but she's covered there. Why is he going the other way? That's weird. Boom! Now all I got is 2 dopey grenadiers and that guy. Might get a solid hit in here. Seem like run around in anticipation of what to do. Yeah, everybody's got to get off this platform. Yeah, good. Hit all those places where I'm not. Art of War, hit the enemy where they are not. Or fight the enemy... I don't know. I forgot the stupid line they used in the Battleship movie. Apropos, considering you're fighting a ship right now. So the question is, can Marco even make it there? Of course not. So Theo's going to have to move him. Hopefully, if he goes there. These guys aren't too bright, of course. Okay, so Nadia can make it. How many moves? So he's still only got another turn before that platform goes. Alright, we can max adrenaline, but we're going to have to pop him over. Alright, if she goes to move him... Good, he's in range. And I guess we're not putting him any further than that. Let's do this. Yeah, I guess he can shoot, and then we can activate a sink here, if possible. Okay. He does not have enough adrenaline for anything else, but we can get an extra hit. Maybe do 6 if we do that. Theo's got no action now. She's got no mines to bring over. Trying to think if there's any way to warp that guy so the 2 of them can get hit by the Iron Lizard. Because if the Iron Lizard's here, it's going to bring him over, but then he's parallel. He's going to do a nasty swing and hit a couple people. Let's try it. Try to catch both of them. Zoop. Except he's going to then hit Marco, though. I don't know if we want to do that. 2 points of damage. Oh, Theo doesn't have any actions left either. You know, at least he's going down, though. Yeah, it guarantees that he's dead, even if Marco takes 2 points of damage. I guess we'll just do that. Get an extra mine for the trouble. Ouch. There we go. Okay. Now, I guess Marco's the only one with an option here. So if he does this, that's only 5 points. If he does this, but the thing is, these, so 2 points of damage, or sorry, 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 3 is 6. Doesn't really change a whole lot for us. Especially since I don't have the adrenaline for that. I gotta waste the bullets to get the extra 8, or to get the 8 though. Or do I give it to anybody else? Hers is not gonna do any extra, so let's not do that. Oh, and he gets a bonus move now. Alright, 8 points. Alright, I'll have to see if I can get 17 on the next one, otherwise we got a problem. Platform gonna fall out from under us. So I think this is going to be almost a record for the furthest we've had to travel around this, because other than the previous one, we'd never made it to this back platform. Goodbye. There. That was a lot of damage from the Grenadier. Close quarters. Didn't quite plan on that. Who's targeted? Alright, can Marco get enough adrenaline to get us the airstrike? If he does, that's not gonna help a whole lot here, is it? Let's say if he does this. And he does this, can he hit the ship though? He can't hit the ship. Well, he only needs 9, so this is enough to get me 4. It is. Okay, I can hit the ship for, how much does that do? 8? I need to do another 9 with the 2 of these. She can do 4. Another 5. Well. Let's get them lined up so they're all taking shots here. She's not gonna be able to hit with this. Can't hit with that, so she's got to be closer anyway. Now she might be in range still because of the mine, so now she still can't even hit with the electric gun. That's fantastic. So she can hit with that though. There's 9. But that's including Marco, so we should be able to do this. Leave it with 3. Either the 2 of them should be able to finish, if not have both of them contribute there. Alright, there we go. Airstrike. Better than using a knife. Okay. Who gets the last hit here? How about Theo? Just, that's not enough. So it might take both of them to do it. Nah, she can do it with 1 hit. There we go. Using the overcharge. Sorry, Theo. You don't get credit. But we know you contributed. Using the acupuncture. Never met anything you couldn't figure out how to kill. Alright, so used the reinforcement last time, so at least maintain the status quo there. Had to use a little bit of ammo though, I think. Or did Marco's get used last time? Maybe we even broke even with Marco there. Alright, so he had 3 and 2, 0 and 6. So she's contributing. Yeah, 8 and 6 with Nadia there. Is this thing glitched again, giving it all to the last person? Or is she just doing that much damage? Alright, we cleared another map. So we got through a boss and Big She, and that took better part of 2 hours. Good grief. Yeah, unload that beach ball and that turkey. Not a lot of coin to spend. I think that 20... Ooh, he cut Wormhole down to 1. Much greater range. Ooh, Tactical Strike. Ooh. For the sake of completion, having this reduced by cost for an increased 2 points of damage per unit. That's pretty solid. I think this is only changing the range. Oh, the cost and the range, but that's not as critical as either of these. We're already getting pretty solid range on the Wormhole. The thing is, you would just be able to sync it up multiple times for less adrenaline. And I still haven't figured out why some of these are glitching out and didn't do any damage to the enemies. Ah, man. Oh, wait a minute. She gains the bonus action and bonus move anyway, regardless of whether she's on top of one. Oh. I think that's a given, then. I don't even care what the weapons are. Let's take that. That's an easy decision, if I read the text. So, sorry, Rumi, you can't have our 5 coins. Can't even afford anything on the upgrades. Yeah, I don't. That's kind of a weird configuration there. Yeah, dual shot. That's weird. Front and back. It's probably, but it would also usually consume 2 ammo as well. So anyway, we'll at least take a look. We got to head into the Herkanet tombs. I think probably won't be able to get through very far on that tonight, but at least we can get it started here.
Let's go.
Yep, only leaves this one. So we gotta defeat O'Neill. Now I don't know what happens after that. So we already took care of Picard down here, and that was a boss. Now we got O'Neill to deal with. So this Warpegs stopping in. How you doing? Don't know if your ears are burned or not. I mentioned Super Robot Wars at the top of the stream. Did you see the announcement for the new one? All right. So yep, there's Alan dropping in, of course. Oh, you didn't catch that. Yeah. So Super Robot Wars Y. I don't know. I mean, since I saw modern consoles, I think PlayStation maybe switched to. But yeah, there was like a 13-minute reveal showing all the characters in it. So you're gonna have to check that out. I don't know. I mean, it's still not necessarily enough to pull me in, but, I mean, Code Geass has still got representation in there, but I think the mech I want's probably under DLC. So, that'd be a lot for me to sift through just for one particular interest. You know, it's been a good 3 months since you last fought O'Neill. Oh, really? That long, huh? Actually, for us, it's only been a couple weeks. Sharpen your skills on them. Okay, so obviously we got to make sure choices are made to accommodate that. So if now the XP and everything's way out there, I got to prioritize reinforcements, even though we may have one more shot at that in Sirocco City. At least I'd have that going into Allen. So if we go here. And then here, and then here. Wait, that would be 3. Okay, if we get... we could actually go this one first. Then this one, then fight Alan. But because the path would be open off of this one. Alright, so I might do the same thing and set up for getting these 2 done. Well, depending on how these go. Maybe we'll try to do these 2, and then we'd probably go into Alan, and then... Ishiniro potentially next episode. So let's get these reinforcements. Never have any KOs. Yeah, that'd be delightful. At least that's only coin and not the reinforcements. Combattler V is in it. Let's go. Sweet. So it's got some other stuff you'd want in there. Yeah, so I know I caught Colin from Geese, but she's got one from the Resurrection movie, which is this big hulking thing, which I don't remember quite as well. I saw Suzaku, I think, in like the text, but I didn't see which mech he had. And then I think in the deluxe edition, or however they handle the DLC, the one I'd actually want, I think the Gurren Mark II. Actually, I would take Gurren Mark 1 or 2, but the Mark II, I think, is somewhere in the deluxe content. So. Oh, yeah, that's right. Now we're fighting Mumbies. Oh, of course, they give us one spawn point, and everybody's going to converge. Great. So designated targets. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, how are we doing on health points? These guys got 9. So these guys are the only option to do the mine thing on. So otherwise, maybe we just run around, take everybody together, go fight some of these clowns. Heavy metal Elgin. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, like I said, I am such a novice, I don't even know most of anything else other than maybe Gundam, but I wouldn't even know any particular models. Alright, So how do we, if I put him here, what's the path to get up there? I guess we have to figure out a way to dual option that guy. Alright, if maybe Nadia goes last, she can probably, maybe she'll get enough to get the Iron Lizard out there as well. We'll see. So let's put Fio next. Her last. Let's just run everybody upstairs.
Mission.
Time to traumatize your wallet. Yeah. Well, the good thing is, I think it's not till August, so you might have a couple more weeks to save some pennies. Alright, so maybe if we go here, hopefully he won't block everybody else. Actually, let's see how this is going to work. Oh, she can't make it all the way to the cover. And she does not get enough to put the Iron Lizard down. I don't like that. Oh, you know what? Maybe she can move the mummy downstairs. That's what we'll do. We'll airlift any designated enemies. Oh, she didn't get enough adrenaline doing it that way. Oh, boy. Well, so it says no KO. We might still be okay. I'll figure this out here. Yes, you did hear Ishiniro earlier. We're on the stage where he's at, but we're not going to really get to him tonight because most Ishiniro fights range anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes, and given that he's going to have more health this time around, I'm going to save it for next episode. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to deal with this. If somebody gets mummified, so be it. Alright, so lead the way, Marco. He's done. Yeah, that's going to consume... Oh, that's going to use the mine, though, isn't it? Ooh. Maybe not. Oh, overload is from that one. Okay, so that still exists. Oh, but she got the adrenaline. That's what we want. How do I want to do this? So I'm going to do 5 damage to his 9. If I bring out the lizard. Oh, but the lizard could get a mine too. Yeah, let's see if... Yeah, I think the lizard, if it moves now, it gets an extra mine. I don't see a way to get another mine, though. guess the lizard's just going to block then. Yep, see, it drops a mine automatically now. If it can do that every step, then it's good. But Mummy's going to blow that up. You know what? Does it do me any advantage to move him somewhere else? Not really. We'll forego the self-destruct. You know what? No, let's go ahead and do that, because then that way he'll hit a mine and he will die. Can't get the challenge yet. Wait, the mine blew up and... Oh, no, the mine added there. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Theo can maybe do a little damage to him. Didn't like that, did ya? Oh, and they're going to bring in reinforcements. That's a good time. Yeah, come on up here. Boom! Wait, it did that... Oh, that almost would have been it, man, if he had full health. Or had one more mine and full health, that could have been it. Man. Alright, he's a designated target. What's the best way to do this? Alright, so she come over here and annoy him. Except she doesn't have the firepower to kill him. If Marco gets here, he could have her sink, but then she could actually fire her grenade, hopefully hit him, and he's done. There we go. And we just got to rush for the other one. Now Marco can go for this one. He's done. Okay, so she didn't get the movement off the sink. The movement comes from the action. That's what I gotta remember. Okay. She's still got an action. What do I do here? If I can do this might be fantastic. I'm gonna move this to here. If he's got to run past it, it might trip the barrel. Oh, this would be glorious if this actually worked. Because it would actually be the difference in the damage if it counted the barrel damage as the mine damage. But I know it says mines alone, but the mine is the only thing that's operating. There's no other weapons, no other specials, though. So we'll see if they took that into account. In the meantime, let's leave her where she is. There's no other mines for her to warp. And that's it. The dogs are coming. So we gotta get through all of them to get to the last shooter back there. Yeah, I don't remember seeing the statues before. Marco, I'm not going anywhere. Here we go. Block the path. Ooh, look at that. There it is. It worked. That just did 26 points of damage off of one mine. Oh, fantastic. Finally have her challenges done. Man, that means all I gotta do is Trevor's now. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, now everybody can do Lone Sniper Rush and run past the dogs here. He's only, has he got 5 or probably 6 health? Yep, called that. He's got 6. So that would mean I would need Iron Lizard +1. Wow, Marco can actually get all the way back there. Can't airstrike him yet, but it'd be an improvement. Look at that. Hop over you, dog. Didn't see that coming, did you? Now, I probably can't get this to fire in any way that would, yeah, I can't fire that anything that would work. Dog shouldn't be able to get me, though, because it's a different elevation. Alright. She'd be in the same situation. We can bring both of them there. Shouldn't be able to get hit. Ooh, she could move Marco down there to get him, though. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's try that. Oh, here we go. Alright, Marco, what are you going to get for a +1 hit here? Use up all his ammo. Ah, we don't need to do that. Done. Pew pew.
Victory!
Done. That went better than expected. Just had to take the high ground. Yes, there we go. Should have known they can't hold a candle to you. Yeah, Marco, 1 whole frag. 1 and 1, and Nadia with a 5 and 2. We know those are hers this time.
You're great.
You're great. Ooh, Alice activation. We haven't had this one yet. Activates an interactive element in the environment. Oh, so we can, like, remotely trigger a trap or something. On an empty vehicle, summons Alice in the vehicle for 2 turns. Oh, dang. So, basically, if you had a metal slug out there, you could have her pilot it briefly. That's interesting. And it might actually be better. I mean, so... So this just keeps reducing the cost without having to synchronize. This... essentially acting like a knife without... doesn't even get the no cover till level 2. 2 turns, 3 turns. So the 1 to 2 reduces the cost, increases the range, goes to 0, and you get her for 3 turns. Well, I don't know how many opportunities we're going to get to use this, but seems like higher benefit than necessarily Knucklebox. Alright, so I don't have to focus on Nadia's thing now. So I can really just go for survival. Haste tag. Each time it moves an enemy, applies haste. The next time the unit is attacked, the attackers gain a bonus move. So basically hit and run. So removing a status. So in this case, with her having... well, I'm trying to think what status would get removed. The fragile. I still haven't run into many damage-based things here, but the extra damage might work a little better. I don't know if the healing or any of those actually get... I mean, it might work for that. Or get extra adrenaline. You know what? Now I'm starting to see the benefit of having the extra adrenaline some of the time, because I'm using these abilities more. I want the extra damage, but I don't know if the conditions are going to work the same. Let's just go for the free adrenaline. There's Gunbot, now that I don't need him. May need to do the adrenaline for her, too. Gunbot's not going to help too much at this point. I mean, I've got the Tesla coil, or Tesla ammo, the mines, the wormhole, so I give up the pistol, but it's late in the game. I mean, I can do an extra 5 damage next to Lizard, but again, I don't get the bonus action for deploying Lizard unless Theo gives it to her. So Lizard would have to survive, get in a position. Next turn... I don't know, let's go for the Adrenaline. Look who it is. Yeah, I'm sure he's really stuck on a meathead. Run home to mama. Okay, so we now have the path to get to him, right? Yep, we do. So scratch that. Let's get an ammo refill and the gold coin first. Then we'll go fight him next time. Ooh, 4 turns. We got a speed round here. Let's see how this goes. No pressure.
Get ready.
This is not the mines or the miners. Yes, let's take the high ground. Who's got grenades? Stand up there the whole time. Who's a prisoner? So, all enemies in 4 turns. Yikes. That's a lot. Got a grenadier gonna rain down on us. Need to concentrate some serious damage on the dogs and stuff here. Actually, let me check something here real quick. Sorry. Gotta keep an eye on this whole pilled thing. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Nope. And do that. Okay. I don't know how I want to do this. I mean, they're safer up there on top, but obviously with speed being a necessity, and that's a lot of high strength mummies. Who's going to have the damage output? I need Nadia to run in, move the mummy with the lizard. But I need her to get the, you know, let's say if I put her here. Yeah, she's not going to do it from there. She can't get 5. Not happening. Wow, I mean, see, because of the zigzag, it won't let you get a straight shot in. What about from up here? Well, that would do it. Is that 5? Probably. Yeah, maybe Marco can help out over there. Maybe get an airstrike or something. So where can Marco go? Ooh, Marco can help out. Yeah. Probably gonna get mummified though. Let's bring her over here. How can she do? All right. I think might as well start here. Just ship as many down this turn as possible.
Mission start.
Oh, she's on the ground. No, she's up there. I was gonna say. We better get them in position first. So how about we move her here? Let's just not cover, but... And then maybe Marco next. Oh, he's got enough for this. He could. More than... I'm not going to be able to hit him, though. Is this enough? It's only 4, so she's got to be here. Yeah, she put this here. So Iron Lizard might survive this. Yeah, Iron Lizard can survive. A dog... No, actually Iron Lizard will not survive it because the dog's still alive. Dog should get taken out by the mine, though. I guess I'll just have to leave the dog, let it come in. Marco should be able to do this. Oh, except there's nobody syncing on him. You know what? But he can do that. And then if Theo's got the ability to... Oh, you know what? What about if she... Ooh, here we go. Now we got an option. Move him over to here. Does she get a bonus action, though? Probably not. That's okay. Oh, it's out of range. That's goofy. Anywhere that Marco can hit it, though. Well, I guess if... Oh, you know what? If we move him over here, then Marco can hit it. Oh, but then I won't get it. Well, it wouldn't matter. Let's just roll with it. That's one down. That dog's got to go through 2 mines, so I think the dog's okay. Alright, Marco, can you hit both here? There we go. But we're not completely done. Okay. Alright, somebody's getting mummified. Can't get him closer to the mines. Okay. I guess we'll just deal with that. Stack him up. Boom. Yeah, blocked pat. Oh, that doesn't help. Oh, he took no damage, though. He blocked him, that's good. Nope, he's coming for Theo. I'm gonna move Theo. Yikes. Well, if they're all in the neighborhood, I just need to get an airstrike. Those dogs are what, 6, 7? Oof. She can move the mine to a couple places there. I need to move her out of harm's way if I go up for the Grenadier. Nope, ah. How do I move the thing up? There we go. Now, what I don't want this to do is to pull the enemies off, but we'll see what happens. So I could get the lizard out here. Lizard would get synced up and help out with a couple things here. Oh, he's on the box, isn't he? Never mind. Huh. Oh, I can't put the lizard over there anyway. Where do I want to put the lizard? So bonus action and move, if I bring this thing in, that should help me eliminate, or at least get closer to eliminating him. Okay, so let's do this. Stand on it. Now I get a bonus action. So that's what I'm going to do for 4. I need to do this. He's dead. There we go. Oh, what? Stand on top of it, crying out loud. The mine end up down below? What kind of junk is that? I'm going to use my... I guess the lizard's going to have to do the job then. That was a waste. Yeah, I did put it down below, I think. Ugh. Well, there's at least 3 mines there now. How are you going to tackle this, Marco? Do I run? Let's run for some adrenaline, I suppose. Got 0. Could kill that. He's going to use Zombify after. Can I do this and still hit the dog? Yes. And then how far to add? Can't do it for an extra attack. Alright, so I guess Theo's on mummy detail here. Alright, so mummy, so we got 4 enemies left over 2 turns, and then maybe the prisoner. There we go, we're out of range. Ah, I bet that tickled. He's gonna do another hit. Alright, let's see if we can't line these guys up for a nice, juicy Iron Lizard explosion. So if she were to come down here... way to optimize the lizard magnetizing somebody. So I think the lizard can only move adjacent stuff, so therefore Let's see how it's going. Marco, you still don't have enough for an airstrike either, do you? He doesn't even have enough to do the ricochet. If you can get to here, though, that's 4. Yeah, he could... Oh, the dog ain't dying, though. She bring her mines in. She should be able to. Start here. Let's bring one in. For this guy. Oh no! I moved it to the pedestal. So now it's in his way. Let's move the other one over to here. Actually, let's put it in front of the dog. Alright, so she's still gonna move. Now, if he does this, alright, they're dead, and then if she can hit this one, should have some damage. Move her afterwards. Take a shot at the dog. Okay, well, I'll figure it out. Okay, I think it's close enough. So Theo hasn't gone yet. She could. Marco can't get the extra action now. Move Marco somewhere he could sync up. She won't get an extra action, though. Where can she move to? Not anywhere that's going to help that situation. Ooh, she got Iron Wizard. Do this. This will be interesting. Iron Lizard can now go here. No! Not that. There's one on the bottom. There. There. Now there's multiple mines there. I can do this. Drop you on that mine. Now we have 2 people shoot at you. Poof! And we haven't even done anything about the dog yet. Okay. That's interesting. It's got 2 boot icons now. That's kind of weird. They must not have had that thing hide it when it should have. Okay. Alright, now how's Fio's thing gonna work here? It can't move itself to the other path there. This ain't quite gonna cut it, but fragile will do extra damage to the dog. He's still gonna make it through there, though. If I want to do that, you know what? Let's actually apply this to her. Bonus action. And then stand here, so she's behind her. Make the dog come this way. Alright, there we go. Oh, he went over. You idiot. Didn't see that coming. Alright, is there a way for... So Nadia's got more XP. Can I get Marco over there? I can. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll take that. And then... at this point, we should be able to take out the dog. Oh, he's on cover now? Seriously? Let's go from here. Who's got... anybody got any bypass stuff here? No, not really. Oh, here we go. Hang on, your lizard, do your job. Move the stupid thing out of cover. And then Theo can go here. And then Iron Lizard can self-destruct. And it's dead. And we got the prisoner. Phew. See ya.
Victory.
Ugh, bots. What are you saying in, because of this or something you saw in, the other thing for Super Robot Wars? Alright, Marco got 2. Theo 3 and 3. Nadia 5 and 3. So Theo's the only one behind as far as the XP at this point. That's what happens when you leave your toys lying around.
Supply drop.
There we go. Alright, do we go for that? So, want to fight Alan yet? Nah, I gotta save him for next time. That's gonna be another long-winded sub-boss and boss session. Yeah. Hey, it's the first time back in 5 days. I better take it easy here. Oh, the cheat. Oh, yeah.
Metal slug.
I see it every time. I'm so used to it. Yeah, yeah, sometimes Chairman pops in and boots them. So used to it at this point. They're harmless, just annoying. All right. Well, for first time back, I was pretty productive. Thankfully, got Nadia's challenge done. So Trevor now, I just have to get 4 enemies mind controlled in one turn, so the next playthrough will be Trevor, and then maybe we'll probably put this on the shelf unless I want to try a higher difficulty, but that remains to be seen. So tomorrow will be Tomb Raider. I don't know if Tomb Raider, if we're on the last level or not. If we are, it's going to be a real short stream. If not, we'll get that close to finished up over that episode and or one more. Wednesday, I'll figure out for Wildcard Wednesday, but then we'll probably take one of our wildcard things, put it in the Thursday slot, unless there is a shadow drop of Elder Scrolls. I don't know if I want to rearrange stuff yet, but it'll be I'll figure that out as we go during this week. So, okay, well that will do it for tonight. So thanks to everybody that's been hanging out. So thanks to Chairman and War Pigs, not you bots, not thankful for you, and anybody else that's been lurking in the shadows. So we'll be back tomorrow. Have a fantastic one, and see you soon.